Hands grabbed here by George Weiner. Pass across to the slot. Dragon fire and they score! Great pass out in front.
Hello everyone, my name is Brittany Hart and welcome back for another edition of Britt's Commits, presented by Elite Prospects, the ultimate online resource for hockey stats, transfers, and player profiles since 1999. And today we're here with New Jersey 87's captain, George Weiner, who will be off to Wentworth this coming fall. Georgie, how's it going?
Right, how's it going?
All right, so we'll just kind of jump right into things. So you've been playing hockey in New Jersey your entire life, right?
Pretty much.
And now you've committed to a school like right in downtown Boston. Are you excited for the change in scenery, and how did you kind of decide that Boston's where you wanted to go?
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. I've growing up playing hockey, I've been to Boston pretty much every other weekend of my childhood, so I've always loved the city and the area, and I'm really excited. I'm used to going to New York City growing up. That's like the city that's right by me, so I'm really excited for the change of scenery and being in Boston and seeing all the new things there that I'm not used to, and I'm just really excited for the new surroundings in the new city.
So like we said, you're going to Wentworth. Can you kind of take us through the commitment process and the conversations you had with Jay Pecora and Alex Gasick?
Yeah, so Alex texted me after a game in late November, early December, and I really didn't know much or anything at all about Wentworth, but I called him the next day, and right from the get-go, it was really intriguing what he had to say about the school. Really caught my eye right away. The academics it brings, the location and everything, and Alex was just really made me feel comfortable. He was asking personal questions, asking about my family, texting me on Christmas and throughout the year, like asking how I'm doing, asking about specific games and stuff. And so that really is something that I didn't get from a lot of other coaches I was talking to. And so that really made me feel comfortable and intrigued right from the get-go. And when Jay finally called me, I hadn't spoken to him until I actually committed, but I was waiting a while for his call, and it was really anxious, just waiting around. But once he called, I was really excited, and he was super excited, and the vibe he was giving off right from the start, I knew it was a place I wanted to be, and so I'm really happy to end up there.
And like you said, you're intrigued by the academics as well. From an academic perspective, most EHL players, are trying to figure out what their life is going to be like after hockey. What sort of things on the academic side drew you to Wentworth?
Well, most specifically, they have this co-op program. So your junior and senior year, first semester, you don't take any classes, and you get a job usually in the city because their location, but it could be anywhere. But that gives me the opportunity to try different jobs while I'm still in school, see what I want to do, see what I don't, and hopefully end up with one of those jobs locked in by the time I graduate. So don't really have to worry about that.
Right, and that's not something that a lot of schools have, so that's pretty good.
Okay.
And so you're back for your second season with the 87s. I know you said earlier that it was like kind of stressful, but knowing this was your age-out season with everything going on in the world, were you kind of nervous going into this year, like uncertainties, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, well, especially when everything with COVID first started and quarantine, I didn't know if we were going to have a season or what was going to happen. So I was really anxious. I was like, well, I don't even know if I'm going to end up playing college. If I don't have the season, what am I going to do?
Right.
And once I came, I didn't really. It's a different feeling not being an age I was last year and being this year. It's a lot more stressful because this is like your last chance. And me and Lily would talk about that all the time. And I tell them, like, I know I'm not trying to speed the process. I'm just stressed. Like, this is my last chance. And they, Julie and Maddie said that with everything happening with COVID, all the seniors are going to get another year eligibility. Like, it's going to be the hardest thing they've done, but they're going to get it done. And I trusted in them, and I knew that that they would get it done. And as long as I did my job, and they did. And so it was a lot. It was really stressful, but at the end of the day, it worked out perfectly. So I'm happy with everything and really grateful for Julie and Maddie doing the extra work that they did.
And with this weight finally off your shoulders, what are some goals you have for the last final 5 weeks of the season?
Right now, we're worried about getting our winning the regular season, winning out the rest of the year, and getting our bid to the Frozen Finals. That's what we're pretty much riding on right now. We want to be in the playoffs without any nerves, and just being comfortable knowing that we already have our ride to the finals. So just getting our team ready, because we haven't played any of the North teams, so we don't really know what they're about, and they don't know what we're about too. So just about getting ready, getting our team to the best level we could be at.
And like you said, you guys are on pace to win the regular season championship, which I don't know if you know this, which has like a kind of unwritten curse to it. No one that has won the regular season champions has ever won the playoff championship. Is that kind of what have you talked about that at all in the locker room?
Talk about it all the time. Lily said that, and we eat that up. You know, we've had our like saying from the beginning of the year is we want this target on our back, and as the year goes on, it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and we love that, and that's what we want. So we want to be the first people to win the regular season and win the playoffs as well, and we're confident in ourselves. We think we could do it.
There you go. And focusing more on your time with the 87s, I know you mentioned that Adam and Maddie kind of helped you get through the stress of the commitment process, but how else have they helped you prepare for the next level?
They've been tremendous, and from day one last year till now, they really care about everybody, and it's a really professionally run organization. We do film pretty much every day. We have our own in-stat film, which gives you all the details of your games to like minutes, passing percentage, battles won, battles lost. So you really learn a lot from them. They're both hockey geniuses, and when you listen to them, it makes the game way easier. So just listen to what they say. They know they work with everyone really well, and they care a lot. So they do a great job of just making everyone's life easier and getting everyone better.
And then wrapping up with one last little fun question. So I don't know, I would assume you do know that you're the leading scorer for defensemen in the league right now, and not far behind you is your teammate Dylan Gutierrez. Is that something that you guys kind of battle with sometimes?
Yeah, from the first game of the year, me and Dylan, you know, like if we're out together and someone scores and he'll get an assist and I don't, I'll be like, oh, like I'm pissed, you got a point, I didn't, and same vice versa, all stuff like that. But
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's all jokes, and I love playing with Dylan. We're good friends, and I'm super happy that he's had a successful year, and I know he's the same for me. So we joke around every game like that, but at the end of the day, we don't really care. As long as our team is both doing good, we're happy.
All right, well, thank you for coming on this week, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thanks, Britt. Thanks for having me.